Right, factorize this here. Now, when you've got a number in front of the x squared, you've got to do a little bit more work, right? But again, I hope you notice it's a quadratic. You've got an x squared term, an x term, and a number constant, right? But as I said, when there's a number in front of the x squared, slightly different approach. So what I do is two brackets. Because there's a 21 in front of the x squared, I'm going to write 21x in both brackets, okay? We're going to do that multiply add thing again, but it is slightly different if you remember, right? Because before we said to multiply to give this number, yeah? But when there's a number in front of the x squared, you have to multiply that number, right, by this constant here. So 21 times minus 1, okay, is going to be minus 21. So I'm going to actually write minus 21 here, okay? So it says different when you've got a number here in front of the x squared. You've got to multiply this by that n number, and that's then what we've got to go for, minus 21. But same as before, add up to give 4, right? That number in the middle there, add up to give plus 4. Okay, so we need a pair of numbers now that multiply to give 21, right? And straight away, you know, I know obviously I'm thinking 1 times 21 and so on. But straight away I'm thinking 3 times 7. 3 times 7, because that gives me 21, but you can get 4 from there. You can get 4 from there. If I make that a minus 3 and a plus 7, that gives me 4. And of course, when you multiply them, it gives you minus 21. So you've got minus 3 here, plus 7, okay? But we're not quite done, okay, because remember, when you multiply here by 21, you've got to then pay back, right, with this method. You've got to divide by 21, if you remember, okay? So when we divide by 21, we divide the whole thing. And all you've got to do then is look in each bracket for a common factor. Now in this bracket here, 3 is a common factor, isn't it? You could take out 3. So 3 bracket, what do I times by 3 to get 21? Well, that's 7x. What do I times by 3 to get minus 3? That's minus 1. And in this bracket here, 21x and 7, what do I take out? Well, I take out the 7. So I take that out. What do I times by 7 to get 21x? That's 3x. What do I times by 7 to get 7? That's 1. Okay? All over 21. And if you do this properly, like I've done here, you'll realize then they actually cancel out, because you've got 3 and 7 here. 3 times 7 is 21. So that will cancel with this 21 here, because you're just dividing in here. 21 you get on the top, 21 on the bottom. 21 divided by 21 cancels out. It just gives you 1, doesn't it? Then it says put it equals to 0, doesn't it? Hence solve that. So what you do then is, like we discussed before, either bracket has got to be 0, okay? So either the first one is 0 or the second one is 0. Okay, if the first one is 0, you take that minus 1 over, so you get plus 1, so you get x equal, we'll take the 7 over there and divide, 1/7, okay, and leave it like that as a fraction, or take the 1 over there, becomes minus 1, and then divide by that 3, so you get minus 1/3, and there's your two answers.